Ladies and gentlemen, today we have two urgent issues in Czechia. Firstly, women's reproductive rights and discrimination against midwifery care. Women are denied the right to choose their place of birth. The only covered option is a hospital, while freestanding birth centers are non-existent due to legislative barriers. Hospital birth centers that exist fail to meet international standards, with deliveries managed by doctors. Home births are an option, but midwives cannot provide health care due to restrictive state policies. Our healthcare system prioritizes outdated paternalistic models that undermine women's autonomy. Routine episiotomies, excessive caesarean sections, and the separation of mothers and newborns remain commonplace, creating an artificial conflict between their interests, which is easily exploitable at court. Midwives face systemic discrimination. They cannot practice independently and must work almost exclusively under physician's supervision. Postpartum care is alarmingly insufficient, leaving women without professional support after their hospital stay. Although public health insurance could theoretically cover some midwifery care, insurers' reluctance and the need for doctors' referrals create significant barriers. The Czech Gynecological Society has called for a boycott of these referrals and even calls midwifery care outdated from the past century. We ask, what is the time frame for fully integrating midwives to the full extent of their competencies into the health insurance system without the need for a doctor's referral? What steps does the government plan to take by the end of its term to fulfill its commitment in the program statement in the field of maternity care? Secondly, turning to the issue of compensating unlawful sterilizations. The Compensation Act for victims of unlawful sterilizations initially brought hope, but its implementation has been deeply flawed. The Ministry of Health's handling of applications is riddled with serious deficiencies. Firstly, delayed decision-making. Women often wait over a year for response, far exceeding the 60-day legal limit. Secondly, unreasonable demands for medical records. Many victims lack these due to unlawful distraction by hospitals. The ministry refuses to accept other evidence, despite the fact that the law allows for different forms. Lastly, uncooperative communication. The ministry's practices inflict further harm on the victims. Only 50% of women are successful at the Ministry of Health, while courts rule in favor of victims in nearly 90% of cases. The ministry's approach remains unchanged, even in the face of sanctions from the Public Defender of Rights. The Czech Republic has failed to fulfill CEDAW recommendations. We must ask, what specific actions will be taken to ensure justice for victims and rectify these failures? Will the compensation process be reinstated and made fair? Thank you.